Hey beautiful people, my name is Shmem. My friends call me Shmem and you can call me Shmem. So I've been wanting to do this video for a while, but my anxiety has taken over and my ADD and just a lot of thinking and trying to figure out where I want to go after this quarantine, where I was before this quarantine, and just a lot of thinking about my relationships and my past relationships with family, with friends, and romantic relationships. And it's been a lot of self-reflection, especially you can't go anywhere and distract yourself, which is a hindrance and kind of a good thing in a way, because I have really been thinking, okay, taking time for myself and figuring out what I want to do, what I've done wrong, and the path I need to take. And so that's why this video, I want it to be about grudges. And I am so good at grudges. I actually was dating a guy in high school, and something was mentioned with my sexual assault about that he said, and we ended up breaking up a week later. I'm not going to go into the details, that's for another video, but I just want to say I don't have a grudge against this guy, but I kept one until very recently. I kept saying, I forgave him, I gave it to God, I forgave him, but I didn't. I did not, because I didn't see him. I didn't see him around, so I said, yes, I forgave him, I gave it to God, everything's fine, but I honestly didn't. I did not give myself the time to grieve over what happened. I gave myself a couple days, actually a couple years, not to date after what happened, but I was bringing that into other relationships. And I saw him. He actually came to a place that I was, and with the current girl he's with, and I was mean. I was a bitch. I was honest to goodness bitch about the whole situation. I was dramatic, and I pretty much caused the scene where the place I was, and that did not need to happen. So I held a grudge for years over this. But that's the thing. Sorry if it's so wobbly, I don't have a place to set it, but it took away from my joy. Holding that grudge took away from my joy. It was not his joy because he was with someone else, had a job. It was taking away from me because I was letting it get to me. And I was not forgiving him. I was not saying, okay, it happened, the situation happened, I grew from this. I mean, we didn't end on good terms, but that's the thing, you're never gonna get closure. The friendship ends, if something happens with a family, you're not always gonna get closure. And holding grudges is the worst, because I have held them for bullies, people who bullied me from 8th grade. I held a grudge against them for years. I mean, years after high school, probably up to a couple years ago. I held grudges against them, like, you ruined my life. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to talk to you. I don't want to see you in high school. But that's the thing. You walk past, just yesterday, I walked past someone I graduated with, and he probably doesn't even remember my name. We said, like, I said hi, but he probably has no clue what my name is. I mean, people I've graduated with in high school walk right past each other in the grocery store. Don't even act like we know each other. And that's the thing. That's the sad thing, is I have held grudges for so long, and I need to let them go. Now, again, I am a faithful person, and I have tried to give it to God, but I take it back, and I take it back. And my mom and I have been doing this prayer study about worrying and anxiousness, and I can't take that back. I have to let it go and give it to God. And if I see that person on the street, I can say hi, I can be nice. I'm not saying, if it is a friendship, be overly friendly, because there are people that are toxic in your life and people that you just don't mesh with, and that's okay. If you don't mesh with them, that's okay. You don't have to bring them back into your life as your best friend or even a family member, because We have our falling outs because not everyone's gonna love us, and we're not gonna love everyone. And that's the thing. But you don't have to bring that person into your life. Say you're going out to a bar with friends, and you see that friend that you used to be best friends with all throughout high school. You can say hi, and you can be cordial with them, but you don't have to call them all the time. You don't have to text them about your life. I mean, even if you still want to stay Facebook friends, or social media, or whatever. But that's the thing, because if they see you're better, then they're gonna be better too, and they can spread things about you. And I don't even know what's being said about me, honestly. But I have held so many grudges, and that's the thing. And people who have wronged me, I used to want to get back at them. Okay, what can I do to get back at this person who wronged me? Now, that again is taking away from your joy, because you're plotting revenge. You don't need revenge. You don't need revenge. I mean, I pray for the person, and I just pray that they have a good life. If it's a relationship, I pray that they find the one that they're looking for, that it didn't work out between us, or it wasn't the right time. I mean, I'm obsessed with Jersey Shore just because it's been ever since the show came out. But if you look, it's a crazy situation, but the situation in his wife, they met in college, fell in love, but then he took a different path and she took a different one, but they came together and got married, and he's sober, and they're madly in love. I even have people at my church who they went to prom together. I think it's prom. Don't want to get the story wrong, but they dated, married other people, had children to other people, ended up coming back together and having a child themselves. And they're wonderful people. Actually, it's my ex's family. And that's the thing. Also, if you have a grudge with someone, don't take it out on their family. It's not their family. You can grieve. You can be mad. You have to go through grief, through everything. But you can be mad at that person. But if you see their mom or dad walking down the street, you don't have to be pissed off at their family. What did that family member do to you? Now, if something got involved, I can understand that. But forgiveness with them. And because my ex's family, I see them all the time. They give me hugs, they gave me graduation presents, and it's not with them. Like his sister, I love his little sister. I can still be friends with his little sister. I saw her at Walmart, I gave her a giant hug. So that's the thing. It's not, you don't have to get everyone involved. It's just the certain people that are involved, but letting go. Yeah, that's when you start singing. And I'm not gonna do it. But realizing when it's just eating you inside. And you can't let that do that. You have to move on, and you have to be happy and live your life. And there's so many other wonderful things out there. It's not the end of the world if your cousin is pissed off at you. It's not the end of the world. I mean, you just gotta pray or have faith that if it's meant to be, that person will come back to you and you'll be friends again. So I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.